Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, boys, okay.
Yes, sir.
सर थोड़ी थोड़ी कट रही है बस.
हाँ सर.
Maybe I think due to
सर एक बार अपना
network issue
स्क्रीन अनशेयर करके लीव करके फिर से ज्वाइन कर लो.
Okay. Just wait. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
इशू हो तो बता देना बीच में. अगर
सर अभी
क्लियर
भी
नहीं
ब्रेक हो रही है सर आपकी वॉइस. आई नहीं रही सर अभी भी.
अभी भी ब्रेक हो रही है.
Yes, sir.
सर थोड़ी हो रही है, ज्यादा नहीं हो रही.
सर सही आ रही है सर.
हाँ सर, अगर आप स्क्रीन शेयर करोगे तो ज्यादा हो जाती है.
एक मिनट, हो सकता है थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क इशू हो. आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली. हेलो. अभी कुछ वॉइस ब्रेक हो तो बताना थोड़ा सा. मैं एक बार नेटवर्क चेंज करके और देख लूंगा.
सर अब ठीक है.
ठीक है.
यस सर, अब सही है.
ठीक.
आपस से ब्रेक हो रही है.
सर अब नहीं है, अब ब्रेक होने
एक-
पे फिर.
हेलो.
सर कट कट के ही आ रही है.
नहीं, अभी मैंने चेंज किया है. थोड़ा सा बताना मेरे को एक बार. मैं चेक करना चाहूँ जैसे फिर बीच में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा अदरवाइज.
सर पिछले वाले से ठीक है, लेकिन
अब ठीक है सर.
वैसे
थोड़ी
भी ब्रेक.
सर आप बोलो सर, आप शुरू कर दो.
अभी ठीक है.
यस सर.
यस सर.
यस सर. सर आप शुरू कर दो सर. सही है.
ठीक है. ओके फाइन. So if will be used when we are going to skip some part of the code, and else part or if or else combinedly we will be going to use when we need to execute some one code out of two, or there will be a two choice. Out of them we have to execute one, or one of out of them we have to execute at a time, है ना? So at the time we can use if or else combinedly. So first of all we are going to check if statement. So this is a flow chart for using the if statement. So now we have seen the example. So this is the example just in order to see the if statement, how we can write the if statement. Okay, so now I am starting from here. Please answer yourself, okay, first, and then post your answer in the chat box so that I can see you. Okay, try to answer, please, all of you. Yes, what about the for first one?
Sir, it will print smaller.
Smaller. As you can see here, x equals to 5, and then this is the condition part, है ना? And this is the block of statement that we want to skip or you want to execute. Okay, so based on this condition it will be executed. If this condition is true, then this part of statement will be executed, otherwise this part of not statement will not be executed. As here keep remember that this is the indentation that we have put it at, as we want to write this statement or we want to execute this statement based on this condition. Okay, so this statement only will be executed when this condition will be true, otherwise this will be skipped. So as x is less than 5 or x is less than 10, as x is equals to 5, so condition is true, so that means this part will be executed. For what about this second one?
For the second
finish.
one, it would be
Only finish.
Okay, so this condition having like 5 greater than 20, so condition will be false. Okay, if condition is false, that means this part will not be executed. So as here we have mentioned indentation, so this is an indentation, means we have put it as spaces. So this part, this statement only considered inside this if block. Statement or first statement only will be depending on this condition. Second statement will not depend on the condition. If this condition is false, that means this part will not be executed. Only after this part or after this if statement, it means if statement will be ended here and this is independent from the if statement, then this part will be executed later. Okay now, so this
Sir,
part of
could you
code,
please explain why there's indentation?
indentation means if you write if you want to write some code or some statement that depends on some particular condition that belongs to the if state. Here this statement will belong to the condition. Here there are two statements, first statement and two statement, second statement, which will depend on the condition. Yes,
First statement.
first statement. So that's why we want to make a dependent on this on the condition, then we have to make indentation here. If we suppose want to make dependent on two statement, then how we can write if, okay, then there will be a condition part. So we can write like x greater than 20. This is the column. And then we want to make two statement depend on the if. So print, we have made high, suppose, and then we have also made print hello. Is it okay? So these two
Yes, sir.
statement we put it in the intention. So these only two statement will depend on the that previous statement, that is if statement. Rest, if I write here print Bennett. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So these two statement will depend on this condition. This is independent from the this condition. It means if statement started from here and it is ended till here. Is it okay? Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Okay,
Normal
sir.
statement. So as we have written, as we have understood, like this is a program code and here we have mentioned condition. So after, according to this condition, particular block of a statement will be executed or it will be skipped. After it will skip, then rest of the statement will be executed now. So this block of statement will depend on this condition. So like you can assume
Okay,
here.
sir.
Is it okay now? So this is example next. If one, then what will happen here? For the
So
third,
A will be printed.
Son, no output will be
no
there.
output. What about the one? What about the one? It will be considered true or false.
True.
Yesterday we have seen non-zero value will be considered as a true. It will be
True.
evaluated as true. है ना? है ना?
Yes, sir.
So here,
Yes,
it will
sir.
be,
Yes, sir.
so right answer is for this. This A will be printed. For what?
Yes.
The four. Okay, na? So what about the fourth one? N equals to 3. So n is greater than 3, or sorry, n is greater than 0. So this part will be executed.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? And this is outside the if, then this also will be executed. So here 3 will be displayed. 3 is a positive number and this is always printed. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. What about the fifth one? You can see here number
This is
equals to
also
minus 1. So
printed.
condition will be false. False. So this part will not be executed, but this part will always be executed. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you explain number
So,
3?
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Is there any query here? Any?
Sir,
Sir,
इसमें
can you
हमें
explain number
number
Okay, fine. Huh? So,
Yes, sir.
okay. So what about this one? If else, there will be a two-way decision. So there will be a two part of code, है ना? Or two block of code, we can say. Based on the condition, one part of block will be executed. So condition is true, then we can consider the block written inside the if statement will be executed. If condition is false, then the block written inside the else statement will be executed. Okay. After the completion of one block execution, then the rest of the code will be executed normally. Okay. So you can see this is a syntax here. So we can write here, we have to write if statement expression. So expression will be evaluated as a true or false according to the condition. True or false, it will be evaluated. If it is true, then the part written after just if statement will be executed. This will be executed when condition is true. If condition is false, then this part of block will be skipped when condition is false. Then this part of block will be executed when condition is false. Okay. Okay now. If condition is true, then this part will be executed, then control directly go there. It will not execute this part. If condition is false, then this part will be skipped, then control directly go there, and this part will be executed. After the execution of this part, the control go there. Okay na? So I am writing one example here. You can see number is greater than equals to 0 as number 3. So condition is true. So condition is true, then which part will be executed? This part will be executed. Okay. After the execution of this part, the control directly go there at this line. Okay. It will not execute else part. It will not execute else part. So this block will not be executed. If there is some statement written, then these statement will be executed. So here condition is true, the only value will be printed positive or 0. Is it okay? Positive or 0 will be printed. Okay na? So if I have written here number equals to -10, then it means the condition is false. The condition is false. Whatever the expression, this expression is evaluated as a false. Okay, then this block will be skipped and this block will be executed. Then after the execution of this block, control directly go there. If it is written here, some statement is written here, then it will be printed. So is it okay to all how to use if only statement or if else statement, both? Yes, please.
Sir, can you
Any
explain example 3, please?
example 3?
Yes, sir.
So here, which one, in this slide or previous slide?
Previous slide.
This example?
Yes, sir.
So this is actually, here we have written only 1. So 1 means it is a non-zero value. Okay, na? So non-zero value will be considered as a true.
Okay, sir.
True. So condition is true. That's why this is going to print.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you
Sir,
can
second
see.
one.
Okay, पहले ही बता दिया करो यार. ये second one में x equals to 5. So condition is true or false?
False, sir.
Yes.
False.
Condition is false. False होगी ना?
Yes, sir.
Then false. Then this statement will be skipped and this will be printed.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next, if else or else if, we have to also see. First of all, please let me know if part is clear and if else part is clear. Yes, please.
Yes,
If
sir.
else
Yes, sir.
is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now next we are going to cover different parts in about the indentation. You can see, as we have put it, the indentation, if you want to write something inside the some particular block, or if you want to execute, or if you want to write multiple block, then you can put with the indentation. So it we can use, and then we have to mention that what is the other part, then what is the naming convention for showing that part. So here you can see we are writing if, and then here we are mentioning condition part. Condition, this is a condition part or some expression part, है ना? So this part we call it as a generally header. Sometimes it will be termed or named it as a header part. And here we have put it indentation. Okay, here we are writing some statements inside this block of a statement. Okay, so this is a part called as a sweet part. Next we are writing else part. So else is also called considered as a header part. Okay, inside the else statement we have put it here a space. This is a space, this is a space we have put it. Okay, so this space is called here indentation. Okay, na? So here we have also put it some block of a statement that is called as a suite. So this terminology used sometimes. So just I have written in order to aware about this terminology, है ना? Okay. So what is header part and what is a suite part? Okay. So now indentation, which are the indentation that are valid and which are the indentation that are invalid. So here you can see, here I have written if and then condition, and then I put it two statement. So I have provided the same space from the if. This is the same space for both the statement. You can see. Is it okay? So if I have provided two space from here, then it will be two for both the statement. It will not be for one for another, one for the first statement, or two for the second statement, or two for the first statement and one for the second statement. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Same space देना है हमको. Indentation should be same. Similarly, it will be for else part, है ना? So that kind of indentation is a valid indentation. Similarly, I have written here. Here I have increased the space for one statement, then we have to also increase this, or we have to provide the same space for the second statement. Okay, here you can see the space for if block statement, it is about the same for else statement, but here I have provided the different space for if statement code, and here we have provided different space for the else statement code. You can see this is a spacing na, that we have increased for the if else part. So you can do it, but whatever the number of statement you have written inside a single block, either in the if or either in the else, that would be same. Okay, now that should be same. You cannot do like if you have put it the if part here and else part you have written here, that means this else part is written inside this if statement. So that you cannot do, है ना? Is it okay? So means whatever the
Yes, sir.
when you have started if statement from here, then you have to else start at the same place, है ना? Similarly, here you can see these two statements are written correctly, else part is written correctly, but here you have mentioned here suppose you have given the one space, but here you have given the two space like that. So you cannot do it, है ना? So these kind of indentation is called invalid indentation. These are not allowed in the programming, but these are allowed. Okay na? So keep in mind while you are writing some code inside the program or inside the file. So I can show you that example. So just let me know. My screen is visible. Code part. I'm on Jupyter.
Yes,
It is
sir. It's
visible.
visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm writing
Yes,
just one example first without if statement. See, suppose I am writing here hello. Okay. Print hello. I have started just from the left side, leftmost side, है ना? But I have provided here one space. Okay. Then I am writing print hi. So it will provide any error or not? Can anyone tell?
No, sir.
No.
It will provide an error indentation में आ जाएगा
Sir,
सर.
it will.
Wrong indent.
सर वो नीचे वाले प्रिंट में
आ
एरर
गया
आ
ना?
जाएगा.
Sir, it will provide.
हाँ. तो ये भी आप नहीं कर सकते हो. जब स्टेटमेंट लिखते हो तो आप देख सकते हो विदाउट इफ भी लिख रहा हूं तो सारे के सारे स्टेटमेंट कॉमन होना चाहिए, है ना? सो इट विल आल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग एन एरर. यू कैन सी अनएक्सपेक्टेड इंडेंट. इज इट ओके ना? इफ आई एम राइटिंग हियर this here, then you it is okay. Okay.
एक्सक्यूज मी
Now
सर.
I am right. हाँ भाई बोलो.
सर अगर दोनों को आगे बढ़ा रहे तो चलेगा?
हाँ तो चलेगा. एक सेल में आप दोनों को आगे बढ़ाओगे तो चलेगा. एक साथ एक जैसा इंडेंटेशन होना चाहिए. जैसे मैंने एक को लिखा, ये यहाँ पे लिखा, अभी ये इनसाइड कंसीडर कर रहा है और इसको बराबर लिखोगे, एक जैसा लिखोगे एक सेल में तो चलेगा. देखो ठीक है ना?
ओके सर.
अभी दोनों में स्पेस दिया है मैंने एक एक. ठीक है. It will run when all the statement written inside a cell. It will be written proper indentation or with same indentation. Then it will run. है ना? Similarly, I'm writing it for if statement. If 5 is greater than 4, okay. So condition I mentioned, it means condition is true. I have written inside this if statement. You can see if I'm putting an enter here, then automatic indentation will be there. See, is it okay? It will be automatically. Similarly, you can write else statement here, else, then it will provide any error. As I have provided one space for else statement and I have not provided any space for else statement, then there will be an error. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. There will be also
Yes,
error
sir.
because you have to provide same indentation for if else. Now you can see if I am written here, then it will be error ना. ये error आ गया, ठीक है. But पीछे जाने पर कोई error नहीं दे रहा है, ये देखो. क्योंकि ये if else statement को if के अंदर consider नहीं कर रहा है ना. If I am writing another statement, print Bennett, then it will be executing. Is it okay ना? इसका मतलब आप इंडेंटेशन इंक्रीज कर सकते हो. इफ को मैं यहाँ पे लिख दूं, ठीक है. अब देखो इफ को मैंने बहुत आगे लिख दिया, ये रन होगा.
सर एल्स के साथ तो एरर नहीं आना चाहिए.
नहीं, ये इंडेंटेशन डिक्रीज नहीं होना चाहिए, इंक्रीज कर सकते हो ना आप. इसका मतलब ये क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? ऐसा इसलिए हो रहा है because if you are writing if here and else left hand if you are writing else to the left side and if you are writing if to the right side, then it is not considered that else is inside the if statement, है ना. अगर आपने else को पीछे रखा है और if को आगे रखा है, इसका मतलब ये है कि else पार्ट if के अंदर नहीं है, बाहर है ना. वही तो होना चाहिए.
ओके सर.
अगर आपने ऐसा किया, इसका इंडेंटेशन डिक्रीज किया, इसका मतलब क्या निकलेगा? What is the meaning if I increase the indentation for else part? Then what is the meaning of it?
Else is the part of if statement.
If statement. That's why there is an error, है ना. इसमें else part अब consider हो रहा है if के अंदर. That's why there is an error, है ना. Is it okay ना?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the indentation you have provided for the first line, that should be the. हाँ बोलो, कोई कुछ बोल रहा था.
else को nested कर सकते हैं F में.
कर सकते हैं. अभी थोड़ा सा रुक जाओ, अभी बताते हैं. Is it okay ना?
सर.
हाँ
सर यहाँ
हाँ?
अगर प्रिंट बेनेट का इंडेंटेशन बढ़ाएंगे तो एल्स के अंदर आ जाएगा.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. देन ये एरर देने लग जाएगा. देखो ठीक है ना,
हाँ.
है ना. अगर आपको इसको बढ़ाना है तो प्रॉपर बराबर लेके आओ। अब ये प्रॉपर एल्स के अंदर नहीं होगा, ठीक है ना?
ओके सर।
ओके, तो ये इंडेंटेशन बहुत ध्यान रखना जब व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग अ कोड, सो प्लीज टेक केयर अबाउट द इंडेंटेशन, है ना? इट विल शो एन एरर when you are providing proper indentation in the code. Okay na? Okay, so now fine. So this is all about indentation, so you have to take care whenever you are writing any code. Okay, okay, so now we can also use, someone has asked, then we can do the nesting of if statement or else statement. Yes, we can do. So this is actually multi-way selection. Suppose in the previous session we have seen there are two choices, then choice 1 we can see, and then choice 2. So we can see the condition. If condition is true, then we have to go at one choice, then execute it, then go there for execution of other part of the code, है ना? If condition is false, then we have to go for the execution of the second choice, then we have to complete it and then go to execution of the another part. This is a case of if else statement. Suppose there will be three choices, है ना? There will be three choices, like there will be a third choice. So condition, sometimes condition may be three type of condition. That suppose I have mentioned you that if I mark your grade, है ना? Suppose I want to mark your grade like A grade, B grade, C grade. Okay, for your marks. Suppose marks are between 90 and 100. Then I want to provide a grade A. Okay, and marks are between 80 to 90. Then grade is B. Is it okay? If marks are less than 80, then grade is C. Suppose we can also make it as a like we can also make it as a like a 70 to 80, then we can mark C grade, and less than 80 or less than 70, then we can mark it as a D grade. So multiple condition may be there. Here I mentioned three conditions. So how we can do it actually? Okay, so there is a nested if statement we can do, or multiple if else statement you can use, or else if that we have seen elif, है ना? Else if we sometimes we call it as a else if, है ना? But in Python we call it as a elif, है ना? So we can use it. How we can use it? We have to see just okay na? So I'm erasing it. Just see. So multi-way selection. If you want to do multi-way selection, then you can use nested if else statement or elif statement. So just we have to see how we can achieve it actually. Okay. Okay. So this is an example. You can see this is a flow chart. The expression is evaluated true, then you have to go there. The expression is false, then you have to go there. And inside the false expression, you have to do something else. Means there will be, first we have divided the two part. If marks are 90, 100, there are three gaps na, 100, 90 to 100 or 80 to 90. Okay, and we can say 70 to 80. So three are the conditions. Suppose we have checked this condition is true, then we have to go at this side. Okay, if this condition is not true, means false, then marks may be belonging to 80 or 90 or 70 to 80. So there are two conditions are remain. So we have to check again the next condition. If false, inside the false we have to check condition again. Marks are belonging to the 80 to 90, then we are checking here. If it is not belonging to the 80 to 90, then we are considering it is less than 80. It is less than 80. So third condition will be else part. So we can write true or false here, है ना? This is an example you can see here. With the example it will be more clear to you, so you can see. Okay, so the example, there will be if condition part, and then we are writing if statement part. Okay, just has written we can use elif. Just without elif can we do?
So not as far as I know.
Just
So within the within the nesting, yes, sir, but not like if you want to add multiple options, right?
Just I'm showing you one option to you, so that we can also do it with the nested if statement. है ना? Currently we are saying with doing a nested if statement. Then we will see also how we elif. है ना? Is it okay? So there will be a condition like I am having a marks greater than 90. So automatically, if marks are 90 greater than 90 or 90 to 100, then what will be the grade? It will be A, na? Is it okay? If marks are not greater than 90, then it will maybe less than or equals to 90. So what? How much it is less than from 90? It is less than or equals to 80 or not. So we have to check the second condition in the else part. So inside the else part, we have further mentioned the condition here. If grade is greater than or equals to, if this condition is true, then this statement will be printed. Okay. If this condition false, that means marks are less than 90. Less than 90, then how much less than 90? कितने छोटे हैं? तो हमको देखना है कि अगर 80 से बड़े हैं क्या? 80 से बड़े हैं, then we can print B grade. Is it okay? If this is not greater than 80, then 80 से छोटे होंगे. Less than 80, then how much less than 80? It is greater than 70. If it is greater than 70, then we can mention C grade. Is it okay? Okay.
Sir, the second else is inside the first else statement.
Yeah, you can see here we have written this statement or this else statement here. Okay.
Yes.
Inside this else statement, we have written two statements. This one. Okay.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So this is whole block of a else statement. This is a whole block, and this is a whole block for this else statement. Is it okay now? And inside this else statement, we have written two if else statement. Inside this else statement, we have written a further two if else statement. So we can do nesting of if else statement. Is it okay? Okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You can do multiple, you can write the nested of if else statement for multiple choices also. Sometimes you will be requiring, like here I am showing the example of grade. So for this grade, you can write this, you can write the condition according to this if else statement. Is there any query from your side? So please let me know here, otherwise I will explain this new concept or introduce new concept, elif. Is there any query from your side? Please, anyone having any query? Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. हाँ, यहाँ पे किसी को ये कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है कि ये ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 90 है, तो फिर बाकी में ये कैसे 80 पे और 70 पे 60 पे कैसे आएगा? ये कंडीशंस कैसे लिख रहे हैं? Yes.
No, sir.
Anyone any query regarding that how we are writing this grade and or how we are writing this condition? How we are making? Yes.
No, sir.
No, because here you can also see the conditions whatever we have written here: greater than 90, greater than equals to 80, greater than equals to 70, greater than equals to 60. Suppose you have provided a grade value, how this code will be executed for different input or for different value of grade. Suppose you have provided the grade 40. So what will be the output? Expected output क्या होना चाहिए for grade equals to 50? Yes.
F.
Hello.
F.
Grade
of
F.
F.
Grade of F.
Then how F will be printed? See, first control will start from this line. Okay, from this line. Grade equals to 90. The condition will be false. So condition will be here false for grade equals to 90. अगर ये condition false हो गई, then what will happen? We have to go inside the if else statement. Then control directly go there for the false condition. Okay ना? यहाँ पे आएगा तो यहाँ पे फिर से चेकिंग होगी. इसके अंदर हमने फिर से स्टेटमेंट लिखा, इफ एल्स स्टेटमेंट इसके अंदर लिख दिया. यहाँ पे चेकिंग होगी, क्या ग्रेड 80 से बड़ा है? इफ ग्रेड इज ग्रेटर देन 80, here condition also false. ठीक है, फॉल्स हो जाएगा। इज इट ओके?
यस सर।
यस
एक्सक्यूज मी
फॉल्स
सर।
होगा तो हम किसके अंदर आएंगे? इस वाले एल्स के अंदर। इज इट ओके?
यस सर।
इस एल्स के अंदर फिर से कंडीशन चेक करेंगे, ग्रेटर देन 70, नो इट इज 50, देन अगेन दिस कंडीशन विल आल्सो बी फॉल्स। ये फॉल्स होगा तो इसका एल्स पार्ट कहां है? ये वाला एल्स पार्ट है, इस एल्स पार्ट के अंदर आएंगे। यहाँ पे फिर से चेक करें, ग्रेड इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 60, नो, so this will be condition will also be false. If this is false, then we have to go for the next part, that is else part, है ना? So here there is a no condition, there is a directly print statement written, means whatever written inside this else part, so it will be printed. So this value will be printed. So it is written grade of F, है ना? So F will be printed. From there, control will go inside this statement. Then there will be no statement written inside this else statement. After this, only this statement, only these statement is written inside this. Then this else part will be completed. Okay. Then control directly return to this else part. Is it okay? Then ये part will be completed because इसके अंदर केवल यही part हमने लिखा है। फिर कंट्रोल कहाँ जाएगा? इस एल्स पार्ट में जाएगा। इस एल्स पार्ट में केवल हमने इसको मेंशन किया, इतना वो एग्जीक्यूट हो चुका है, इसके अंदर और कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं है। देन यहां से डायरेक्टली निकल के वो इधर पे आ जाए। ये क्लियर है ना?
यस सर। एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
हाँ ये बोलो।
सर ये पूरा कोड जो है वो सिर्फ एल्स यूज करके गलत हो जाएगा अगर सिर्फ जैसे
क्या कहना चाहते हो
एल्स?
बताओ। जैसे मैं
सर जैसे सबसे फर्स्ट टाइम में हमने एल्स लिया,
हाँ ये वाला ठीक है,
फिर उसके बाद हमने इफ ना लेके डायरेक्ट एल्स से ही किया, तो फिर ये चलेंगे या फिर गलत हो
नहीं
जाएंगे?
नहीं, देखो एल्स को आप ऐसा यूज नहीं कर सकते हो, विदाउट इफ एल्स यूज नहीं होगा, है ना? ये
ओके
रूल
सर।
होता है ना? एल्स को आपको यूज करना है तो आपको इफ लगाना ही पड़ेगा, तभी आप एल्स का यूज कर सकते। बट इफ अकेला यूज हो सकता है, ठीक है?
यस
इफ को आप इंडिविजुअली यूज कर सकते हो, बट एल्स को यूज करने के लिए उससे पहले इफ आना ही चाहिए, ये पेयर में ही यूज होगा। इज इट ओके?
यस सर।
Okay, so here you can see that we have implemented this question using nesting of if else. Okay, sometimes we have to require some nesting of if else statement, then we will be going to use this kind of nesting, है ना? Okay, now this same problem we can also implement through the different things that we have to see later. Okay, so this is an example for the if else statement or nesting of if else statement. So what will be the output for this example? If I provided the number 10.5, num is having a value 10.5.
Positive number.
So what is your answer?
It will print positive number.
Positive number.
Positive number. All are agree? Anyone is disagree with this? Anyone, please? Here you can see 10.5. It means first of all, we have to check this condition. This condition is true. If this condition is true, then we have to go inside the if statement. Inside the if statement, we have written this is the block that we have written inside the if statement. In this block, we are again checking the condition num is equals to 0. No. So here this condition will be false. This condition will be false. That means the block written inside the if statement will not be executed. The block written inside the else statement will be executed. So here we have to go for the execution. Here we have directly written print positive number. So this statement will be printed. After the print of this statement, then control go directly outside this if else part. So this part will not be executed as this condition is true. First condition is true. That means this block will be executed. Inside this block, this condition is false. So this block will be executed. Okay. But this condition is true. That's why this block will not be executed. This else part will not be executed. Okay. So answer for this is positive number. Okay. Now next is a if-elif-else statement. Here we can also use if statement, like sometimes we are having multiple condition as we have seen in the nested if-else statement. So we can also use if-elif statement to do the same task also. Here we are having a multiple condition like condition 1, okay, condition 2, condition 3, okay, or condition 4, 5, or any number of condition we can have. Suppose we are having 4 choice. Out of 4 choice, C1, C2, and C3 and C4. Okay. Suppose some condition is true for this part, or for some situation maybe arises like we have to go follow this path, then we can execute this code for some condition. Okay. If this condition is not true, then we have to check for another condition. Then according to the another condition, we have to go this part. Or suppose both are false. Now a new third condition will be arises. So if the third condition is matching, then we have to go for this part. If suppose all these three are false, then we have to go for the fourth part. Okay. So this same type of structure is written here. Here you can see the test expression, whatever the expression is written, if it is true, the value is true, then we have to execute this statement. Then we have to go to the next other statement. If this condition is not true, or this test expression is not true, then we have to check next another test expression. If this test expression is true, then we have to execute statement 2. If it's false, then we have to execute another test expression. If this third test expression is true, then we have to execute third statement. If this is also false, then we have to execute some other body, that is called else body. Okay. Then after the execution of this else body, we have to go to the normal execution of the code. Okay. So you can see this is actually the replacement of we can see sometimes it is a replacement for the nested if else statement. Okay. So you have to see.
So what if more than one test expression is true?
No. So at a time only one will be executed, as we are executing from first time. If this is true, then only this will be executed, then control directly go to that part. It will not check the second or third. And suppose this is true and this is also true. But if it is first time, it will check this part. If it is true, then it will not check that part. This part will not be checked. According to that flowchart, you can see. Because there is no reverse direction to check the second part. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Is it like switch statement in C++?
Like you can understand. You can assume it as switch statement. Okay ना? एक ही कोई execute होगा, है ना? I'm writing example. You can see this is a syntax for writing. यहाँ पे एक condition लिखा if के अंदर, body लिखा if का part. अगर ये condition true होगा, if this condition is true, then this part will be executed and then control directly go there. Okay ना? अगर ये condition false हो गया तो ये दूसरी condition को check करेगा. This condition is true, then this part will be executed, then control directly go there. If this condition is false, then ये else part में जो भी लिखा हुआ है वो execute हो जाएगा. Means the condition is false, then only else part will be executed. अगर ये भी true है और ये भी true है तो ये first पे से ही निकल आएगा, दूसरे वाले को check ही नहीं करेगा. It will not check second condition. है ना? I will write you some example. Here you can see the same code, whatever I have written from the nested if else statement, that we can also write through the elif statement. Okay. So here you can see grade is greater than or equals to 90, then this part will be executed. Okay. If grade is equals to 80, then this part will be executed. And if grade is 70, then this part of block will be executed. Suppose you have provided a grade 50. So what will be the answer, expected answer? That will be F. So how this code will be executed? If it is 50, that means this part is false. It means we have to check next condition. So next condition, it is also false. It is also false. Then we have to check next condition. So it is also false. Then we have to check next condition. So it is also false. If all the conditions are ever false, that means else part will be executed. Is it okay? So the right answer, the answer will be printed here, F. Grade of F. Is it okay?
So why do we need an elif statement?
Elif statement, sometimes we are having a multiple conditions, more than one conditions. So as you whatever you have written in, or whatever the complexity you have written inside the nested if else statement, है ना? So that complexity can be reduced with elif statement also. Sometimes if nested if statement will be better, or sometimes elif statement will be better, depends on the condition or depends on the problem. Whatever the problem we have considered for the grade, then if you are writing that or if you are implementing that problem through the elif statement, then it will be better. You can see the code complexity here. Hello. And basically elif statement basically used for multiple choices. There are multiple choices, only one is true at a time. Okay na? Okay, and then you have to select that one choice, and then rest of the choices you have to skip. Okay, it is an advanced version, or it is an extended form of if else statement. Actually, we can say if else basically work for two choices. Okay.
So is there any statement to check all these values?
Means what are you saying? Please repeat it.
Means if more than one statement is true.
देखो, more than one statement is true, then if or else statement only you can execute for check, or you want to execute for one statement at a time, then you can execute. Multiple condition you can associate with a condition part of the if statement, then you can combine the multiple conditions with the using logical operators, है ना? But suppose there are a block of codes, sometimes you will be requiring that block of code are given, like यहाँ पे ये दिया हुआ है, दूसरा ये है, third one is this one, and fourth one is this one, and fifth one is this one. But you want to only execute one code at a time according to the conditions, whatever the conditions is given. और कोई एक ही condition true हो सकती है. Hello.
Yeah, I'm saying that if more than one condition is true and we want to check that, check all of them.
हाँ, if you want to check all of them, then you can write this code in different way with the if-else statement. Then you can check all the conditions, how many conditions are true. Those conditions are true that you want to execute, that you can do also. Is it okay?
Sir, we are having another class also, sir.
Okay. I'm just leaving, है ना? Don't worry. Okay. यहाँ पे अगर मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन कर, जस्ट 2 to 3 मिनट्स, ओके, यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन करता हूँ, जस्ट लेट मी नो. अगर मैंने ग्रेड यहाँ पे, अब ये कोड ऐसा लिखा हुआ है, सपोज आई हैव रिटन द कोड लाइक, इफ सपोज ये स्टेटमेंट मैंने पहले लिखा था, व्हाटएवर द कंडीशन आई हैव रिटन हियर, ग्रेड इक्वल्स टू 80, ये मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा 90 की जगह 80 और इसको 90 कर दिया, देन दिस कोड विल बी करेक्ट और नॉट? हाउ इट विल बी रिएक्टिंग?
Sir, it will be incorrect.
It will not provide you correct outputs. Suppose you have provided an answer 9, you have provided a grade 90, तो grade 90 आपने provide किया, that means यहाँ पे 80 है, तो 80 से 90 तो greater than है ना, कंडीशन ट्रू होगी, तो ग्रेड क्या मिलेगा आपको? ये, जबकि ये कंडीशन भी ट्रू है, नीचे की कंडीशन भी ट्रू है ना?
Yes, sir,
Is it
true
okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are executing this condition, then अगर आप इस तरीके से यूज करोगे तो इसमें क्या होगा, आपका ये कंडीशन एग्जीक्यूट हो गया, अब ये दूसरे को तो चेक ही नहीं करेगा ना इस केस में.
It won't even reach there. Yes.
है ना? अगर आपको मल्टीपल कंडीशंस को चेक करना है कि कौन सी कंडीशन ट्रू है, तो यहाँ पे लिखने का तरीका ये था कि हमको पहली वाली चेक हो गई, तो पहली वाली ट्रू हो गई, तो दूसरी वाली को चेक ही नहीं करना है ना, तो इसलिए दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव रिटन 90 फर्स्ट. और whatever the other guys asking question like if want to check multiple conditions, how many are true, then you can write only if statement. There is a no need to write elif statement. Suppose ये elif मैं हटा ही दूं, यहाँ से l हटा दूं, el हटा दिया, और यहाँ पे else लगा दिया लास्ट वाले में, ठीक है? Then you can check all the conditions, how many conditions are true. Then what will happen if I have written this statement like only if or condition, if only condition, if like only condition, then what will happen? First condition is true, then this will be executed, है ना? ये condition भी true होगी 80 के लिए, then this will be executed. ये condition false होंगी बाकी की rest. तो ये that will not be executed. Is it okay ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then in that way you can check multiple condition how many are true. Okay, so there is a no need to use elif statement in that case. Elif is only used when you are going to use when you are going to execute only one part of a code out of multiple parts. है ना? There are different choices, then only one choice you have to execute. Okay, so this is one other example for elif statement. What is the answer for this? What is the answer for this? Okay, so number is 10. 10 is greater than 0, so positive value will be printed. Okay na? Okay, so now we have to see some another part for this later. Okay, हाँ बिल्कुल क्लास तो सैटरडे को मैं 9:30 से शेड्यूल करता हूँ क्लास, है ना?
ओके सर।
ओके ना?
यस सर।
ओके,
तो सैटरडे को तो थोड़ा लेट कर लेते हो सर।
कितने बजे करना है बताओ, फिर सब लोग बोलो जिस टाइप से एग्री करो उस टाइप से बता दो मेरे को।
12 से 1 आप रख लो
सर, जो भी टाइम हो सर ग्रुप पे डाल देना सर, दूसरी क्लास चालू हो गई।
नहीं वो तो ग्रुप पे मैं लिंक ही भेजूंगा, पूरा टीम ही क्रिएट कर दूंगा ना। तो कोई एग्री, ऐसा कोई एग्री हो जो डिसएग्री हो जो 9:30 पे एग्री नहीं है?
सर 11 के बाद तो नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि तब वो है फिजिक्स का है।
सर 9:30 रख लो।
9:30 रख लूं, बोलो दिक्कत है तो 9 o'clock।
नहीं सर 9:30 ठीक है।
9:30 ठीक है ना? मैं थोड़ा मॉर्निंग अर्ली मॉर्निंग ज्यादा हो जाता है इसलिए मैं सोच रहा था कि 9:30 ठीक है।
यस सर 9:30 ठीक है।
ओके सर
9:30 ठीक है ना? 1 आवर की क्लास हो जाएगी और 30 मिनट्स का अपना डिस्कशन नॉर्मल हो जाएगा, ठीक है ना?
यस
ओके सर।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
और इफ यू हैव एनी
Thank you,
डाउट
sir.
डाउट भी अपने
Thank you,
कर
sir.
लेना, तो सैटरडे को अपन वो भी डिस्कस कर लेंगे, ठीक है?
थैंक यू सर।
ओके सर।
थैंक यू
ठीक है
सर।
सर। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
भाई बताओ आप।
सर सर दीप्तेश।
हाँ दीप्तेश बोलो, सॉरी। हेलो दीप्तेश, आर यू सेइंग समथिंग? दीप्तेश कुछ कह रहे थे?
हेलो सर।
हाँ दीप्तेश बोलो।
हाँ सर, एक्चुअली ना मुझे आज का आपने सर वो जो एलसेफ वाला बताया सर, मेरे को ये पूछना था कि आपने एक फर्स्ट में दिखाया इफ और एल्स यूज करके, और सेकंड में आपने दिखाया इफ और एल्सेफ यूज करके, ठीक है? तो सर मतलब सर सेकंड एग्जांपल था वो, मतलब एल्सेफ वाला जो हमारा वे तरीका था दैट इज मोर रीडेबल, ठीक है? बट सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि उसमें कोई मतलब एक्चुअल मेमोरी यूजेज या टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी वगैरह में फर्क पड़ता है क्या?
नहीं
हम
नहीं नहीं पड़ेगा, नहीं
एल्सेफ
पड़ेगा।
यूज करें तो
कोड कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी पे फर्क पड़ेगा, टाइम और मेमोरी पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि कंडीशन तो अपन सेम ही लिख रहे हैं और सेम कंडीशन ही चेक होंगी व्हाट एवर द इनपुट वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग। कोई सा भी इनपुट प्रोवाइड करके देख लो आप, सेम नंबर ऑफ कंडीशन चेक होंगी।
अच्छा, तो सर मतलब ऐसे जब हम ज्यादा मतलब उसमें पहले एग्जांपल में लाइंस ऑफ कोड भी ज्यादा थे, तो सर उससे भी फर्क
कोड
नहीं पड़ता?
कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी, so it depends on the code complexity. So sometimes it may be possible that some part of the code will be or we can say sometimes elif is better for some problems, or sometimes nested if else is better for some problem, है ना?
यस सर। ओके
है ना?
सर, जैसे
तो ये
वो
कोई
लीनियर
प्रॉब्लम
वाले
पे
क्वेश्चन।
डिपेंड करेगा बेसिकली।
हाँ हाँ यस सर, ठीक है।
ठीक है ना? कोड पे कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी पे एग्जीक्यूशन पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, बस ये है कि कोड कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इजी होगी, किसी में टफ होगी, है ना? है ना? ठीक है ना? तो उससे टाइम पे कोई फर्क नहीं है। टाइम के लिए अपन आगे देखेंगे स्विच केस स्टेटमेंट, वो आएगा, वो टाइम को थोड़ा सा फास्ट बनाता है, तो उसमें देखेंगे। लेकिन उसकी भी एक आध कोई हाँ
पाइथन में तो नहीं होता
बोलो,
सर?
वो
पाइथन
देखेंगे, चलो बाद में बताता हूँ मैं, आपको बताता हूँ बाद में, ठीक है ना?
सर नेक्स्ट क्लास स्टार्ट हो गई है सर, लीव कर सकते हैं?
हाँ जा
सर
सकते हो आप,
प्लीज
मैं अटेंडेंस डाउनलोड ही कर लिया।
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप कर दीजिएगा।
कर दिया मैंने, रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप कर दी शायद, आई थिंक स्टॉप हुई नहीं है।